What's up, motherfuckers? Beautiful bastards. It's Rhyme Clops. Back here again for another judgment. This time we got Dupon versus Fillmore Fats. That was a dope ass battle. I heard it, I guess, yesterday whenever it dropped. And when I heard it, I was like, damn. This was a dope on wax beat. Two of these guys can flow. Always enjoy Dupon stuff. Fats I don't get to hear much of because I guess I'm not in the same channels, but when I do hear, I fucking always enjoy. It was very exciting, and it's always a thrill. Fucking cops going by burning me out, I'm smoking here, right? Burning me out as I'm burning. They fucking love this area. I live next to a bar. Anyways, alright. To the judgment. I'm gonna do it the SBL way. I got my scorecard. Fucking burning out now. Getting paranoid. They be like, what you doing smoking weed in your car with the keys in the ignition? I'll be like, eat a dick in my mind. Otherwise, I'll be like, oh shit. I'm glad I took a dump. Alright, I think I'm good. I don't think they're gonna bother me. Knock on something. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, that was a dope battle. I love the on waxes. I know I'm not your on wax extraordinaire. So my emphasis is going to be on the bars. Bodie all flowed amazingly, so I ain't going to critique you much there besides some switch ups. And if you were hitting on the end, I mean, that's the best I can give. Y'all know you can flow. That's not what this is about. Alright? It's a battle. So, starting with Dupon. You're open. It was a nice open. Decent little lead up. Rhymed okay. Your closer. You freestyled it. I don't know why you did that. You could have just ended it. I guess, as of the things I've listened from you, you like to finish the beat out, which I respect. A lot of people would just end where they thought, they just end where their material stopped, right? I respect that. You were in the heat of the moment, but sometimes that can hurt you because it is still part of your round. And in a written, if you freestyle, anyways, you get where I'm going, but I'm not going to hit you too much for that. It's just in your closer. Flow delivery, 9. Oh yeah, I didn't even give you the points. Alright, so for your open, I gave you a 6. It was a decent lead up. Like I said, didn't rhyme a whole lot, but it was a good, decent, and good lead up, and you did mention your opponent. 5 for your close because you freestyled it, which does hurt you a bit. On your flow and delivery, I'll give you a 9 because you flow really well. You switch it up a few times, and a couple of times you're just fucking going ham, and that was dope. Your punches, I give you a 5. There wasn't a whole lot there that really hit for me, to be honest. I like the lamp, the genie. There's a lot of that's bravado. The Jason knife multi-scheme, though, that was fucking sick. The way you were going with that, I really enjoyed that. Direct shots, I gave you, and personals, I gave you an 8. You were heavy on the personals. You were attacking your opponent a lot, except for when you were doing your bravado, which is fine. As long as you don't do too much bravado, is fine. But for direct shots and personals, I gave you an 8. Saying about him being an admin but not getting no love. Stuck behind like your sugar levels. That was funny. Saying his title doesn't fit him. Literally, that's a nice double entendre. Structure and performance was good. I gave you a 7. I would have gave you an 8 or possibly higher. But you freestyled it at the end. And quotables, the Jasmine bar with the genie and the lamp and that, and the Jason knife scheme. That was dope. I gave you a 5. So that's 45 for Dupon. And then for Fats, that was a dope beat. I really like that beat. I'm definitely gonna have to find out what that is if when I listen to it again. I don't know what it is, and then fucking spit to that because that was dope. I liked your open. I don't know if you listen to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but if you had said instead of Bing Bong, if you had said like Bing Pot, kind of would have been cool. But either way, it was still dope. I love your fucking use of multis. I don't know if you watch any of my stuff, but I fucking love multis. Anyways, yeah, I gave you a 9 for that opening. That was sick. Your close was insane. I'm gonna talk more about that later, but I gave you a 10. You just don't close like that's how you close, right? Your flow delivery, I gave you an 8. I gave you 1 point less than Dupont because even though you had a good flow, it's just, I mean, it's just the beat, right? The beat just doesn't dictate a whole lot of switch ups, but still, it was just like a steady flow, which is fine. It's fine. It was good, but you're just getting an 8, right? 8's fine. Punches, bars, I gave you a 9. This was bar heavy, and they hit like the scared of building, talking about the King Kong thing in the beginning, and then flipping it over and going to Cobra and the Caesar. So you're staying on like a primate ape theme. I like that. That's dope. And then you went on to the Harold and Kumar thing, man. That was dope. I really like that fucking multi-syllable rhyme scheme. That's sick. And then this part here, this was like, this goes into quotables. My chick'll bear arms like Betty and Wilma. I told my woman that, and she fucking laughed. That was a good bar. And then if it's beef, I'm all for it like a pair of twos. I'd think about that for a second. Man, that was sick. Your direct shots, I gave you a 4. Because, I mean, you know yourself, it wasn't really much about your opponent, which is fine. But that's all you're getting is a 4. Best you did was look like dudes I used to pay to do my homework. Which is funny, because he kind of does, with the glasses and stuff, and smaller frame and that. And also the paid to watch, and paid to box, as in battle you. So whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'm not the detective here, but that would be in the direct shots category. Structure performance was 9. I mean, there's not much really else with it that I could really say. I give you a 9 because I don't know. Maybe you could have done something extra. It was just in your moment. I mean, there's always room for improvement. Nine's good. I don't know nothing bad to say about it for sure. The structure hit everywhere. You rode the beat well. It's, fuck, man, you entertained me the whole time. And your quotables, I gave you a 7. The Betty and Wilma line, the whole end scheme was just like bananas. It's just all over the place. The dudes used to do my homework. Like I said, all 4 like pair of twos. The fucking the Pooh Bars, 2 stars. Harold and Kumar, the fucking. There's just a lot of quotables there. You got a 57. Overall, Fats takes this one 57 to 45. This was a bars moment here. Bars are what overweighed here. Both had a lot of similar opens and closes as well, which falls into the bars category. Just the fact that his bars are so solid that from the beginning to the end, it just came out great. So if you got really good structures in your bars and your whole structure is sound, then your opener and your closer is always going to be good. You're not going to have to worry about that. You're just, am I going to get a 10 or a 9 or an 8? But it's going to be at least a 7 minimum. If it's not, then there's something going on if it's all bars. That was like a battle of bars, and I mean, both had the same flow. Direct shots were lower on Fat's side, but that's what I say. Like, and quotables too. So it was a battle of bars, quotables, and your opens and closers. Dupon can flow and keep up with fats, but bar for bar, there's just different stages and different levels. So he gets the dub there. Not hating on anybody, it's just my opinion. Has nothing to do with me battling Dupon coming up in a little while. That's nothing. This is just all fun. No beef with nobody. I enjoy both of y'all. Fuck, man. I could learn how to flow from Dupont and fucking learn from structure my bars from fats. Like, respect, man. Respect.